Good evening, everyone. This is Corey here with Zero Meter Chasers. It is 8:18 Eastern Time, 7:18 Central Time. I wanted to give you guys a quick weather update. If you live here in Greene County, Taylor County, all the way down to Metcalfe County, you are experiencing a very strong line of thunderstorms producing winds potentially up to close to 50 miles an hour. I'm looking at the Kentucky Mesonet. As this line has progressed across central Kentucky, there was a 41 mile an hour wind gust in Mumfordville as this line has pushed through the area. So I just wanted to jump in here and give you guys an update that we're not dealing with any type of severe weather. This is nothing to be extremely worried about, but this, I can attest, this line is producing some very, very strong winds, enough to actually, worry some people out there. So I want to jump in here and do another live video, kind of give everybody a little bit of peace of mind that we're not dealing with any type of severe weather. But this is a line of strong thunderstorms, and this line is producing some pretty significant wind, non-severe wind, believe it or not. It definitely sounded severe, but these winds are anywhere between 45 to 50 miles an hour. So the strongest part of this line is moving through Greensburg down to Pierce, up to Black Gnat, Bingle, getting ready to move through Campbellsville. We'll go to the north just a little bit. Just come through Marion County, has just come through Lebanon, pushing into the eastern part of Marion County, even up into the Springfield, Washington County area. Just moved through Springfield, moving through Willisburg now. It's in the eastern part of Washington County. Still have another line that's getting ready to move through the Marion, Washington County area. It's in the eastern part of Nelson County. That secondary line just moved through Bardstown. So the secondary line down here in the Greene-Taylor County area is getting ready to move through Summersville. Eventually, we'll move through the Bingle, Saloma, Findlay area in Taylor County. So on top of that, I do believe the National Weather Service has issued a flood advisory. Yeah, flood advisory is in effect, and this is going to be for Hart County, Allen County, Barron, Edmonton, Logan, Monroe, Simpson, and Warren County. This goes until 10:15. 10:15 Central Time. National Weather Service states minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Rises in small streams are possible. Water could be over the roadway. So if you live in Bowling Green, Glasgow, Scottsville, Plum Springs, Mount Victor, Memphis Junction, Franklin, Cave City, Smiths Grove, Park City, those type areas, you are under a flood advisory. In fact, right here is where that area is. Let me highlight that. Well, you guys can see that just a little bit better. This area right here is under that flood advisory until 10:15 Central Time. So that's the only advisory we have in effect here. Outside of that, we're still tracking this line of getting strong thunderstorm activity. Nothing severe, thankfully. Let me move my radar over just a little bit. Nothing severe, thankfully, but this line of strong thunderstorms extends down to Tompkinsville, right along the Kentucky-Tennessee border, all the way through central Kentucky, the Greene-Taylor County area, then all the way to the north up into the Frankfort area. Honestly, it goes a little bit farther north than that, all the way up to Cincinnati. So this line extends through the entire state of Kentucky and even down into Tennessee as well. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning down here in the Tennessee area. This is for just to the east of Nashville, north of Lebanon, Tennessee. And this is a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Sumner, northern Wilson. That is until about another 23 minutes on that. "60-mile-an-hour wind gust" is what the National Weather Service is stating with that. That's going to be between Gallatin and Lebanon in Tennessee. But again, no severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here in the central Kentucky area. The strongest part of this storm here in central Kentucky, you'll see this little bit of a bowing segment here. This is where you're going to have the best chance for those winds potentially up to 50 miles an hour. So from Edmonton to Greensburg, so that's going to be the best chance for those strong winds. So if you're in Portland here in Adair County, get some more cities in here. So Exie, Thurlow, all the way down to Mill Ridge in Greene County. That storm has just blew through the area. Getting a lot of reports. We got a tree across the road on Columbia Highway just before the rock quarry here in Greene County. I can switch over to my chat here. Cheryl says horrible. E-Town to Bonneville, windy, branches coming down, very poor visibility. Not looking at any. There's no tornadic activity. No tornadic activity. So we're going to scroll down here just a little bit down here into Metcalfe County. So your Keltner, that's going to be in Adair County, but your East Fork, Clark's Corner, Beachville, all the way down to Edmonton, Summer Shade. So if you live in Adair County, you're getting ready to get rocked by this line of strong thunderstorm activity. So again, no severe thunderstorm warning is in effect, but this is some very, very strong winds moving through. Very, very strong throughs. Jenny is reporting pine trees are laying over Columbia Highway. Cars are starting to stop just past the rock quarry, and it is because the Highway 61 is blocked by a tree, according to reports here in Greene County near the rock quarry. Got reports of electricity coming on and off there in Campbellsville. Thanks, Beverly, for that report. Yeah, and just an FYI, where my location is, it's a rock throw from the rock quarry. No pun intended. Jake's reporting Hart County had a wind gust up to 56 miles an hour. And that is correct. Thank you, Jake, for that. Yes, this line moved through the Mesonet station in Hart County did have a 56 mile an hour wind gust. That is just barely below severe limits. I'm reading through comments here. I'm going to zoom this radar out just a little bit. Looking through the comments, seeing if there's anything else needs to be reported. Yeah. Yeah, extremely heavy rain on the Cumberland Parkway coming back from BG. Sandy is reporting. Yeah, so let's look up the velocity mode, see if there's anything suspicious. No, there's no tornadic concerns on the velocity mode. This is just some very, very strong winds. Very, very strong winds. So again, the strongest part of this storm continues to be coming out of Greene County down into Metcalfe County. So if you live in the southern part of Adair County, southern part of Taylor County, if you live in Adair County, your winds are going to increase very, very quickly. So the Coburg community, Romine, Hatcher, Green River Lake State Park, here in Greene County, the strong thunderstorm continues from Greensburg, specifically from Greensburg and to the south and east. So basically from Highway 68 from Greensburg all the way down into Metcalfe County. The strongest part of that storm is moving through that area and to the east. So Exie, Bramlett, Mill Ridge still included in that strong thunderstorm activity. Ebenezer. I know Ebenezer's not on the map. It should be, but it's not. Ebenezer getting hit pretty hard right now. But if you live in Adair County, so say you're Milltown, Cane Valley, Columbia, Holmes Bend, Gradyville, Weed, Sparksville, Breeding, you're going to have some very, very strong thunderstorm winds. Again, we're looking at probably 50 miles an hour at least. Right here where I've drew this line, this is where you're going to have the best chance for those winds, potentially 50, 55 miles an hour. Let me see what the National Weather Service actually has this line pegged as. Yeah, National Weather Service is saying wind gust up to 50 miles an hour. But I definitely think you can definitely get some 55, maybe even close to severe thunderstorm criteria with this line, especially this little black line that I've drew right here. Excuse me. Megan, yes, Horse Cave is in the clear. So again, the area that I have highlighted here, this black line, that's going to be the best chance to see winds potentially 55, 60 miles an hour. But this entire line, we'll do a complete zoom out here. This line extends all the way down into Tennessee, all the way up to Cincinnati. This is a very long line of strong thunderstorms. Anybody along this line here can definitely see winds up to 50 miles an hour. So this extends. I mean, we'll just start here at the bottom and work our way top. Let me switch to the Nashville radar site that we can see these storms a little bit better. So down here in from Lafayette, Tennessee, let me make sure everything's right here. Through Tompkinsville, so the Monroe County area, Tompkinsville, up to Summer Shade. We're going to go through Metcalfe County, right through Edmonton, right into Adair County, right on up into Greene County. And then I'll switch to the Louisville radar site. So Adair, Greene County, the storm's moving through, and then we'll get up into Taylor County. Hadn't talked about Taylor County a lot. But this line of strong thunderstorm activity is moving through Taylor County as well. Just moved through Black Gnat, getting ready. It's actually in Elkhorn right now, all the way up to Acton into Mansville. Saloma even getting in, the Saloma, Bingle, Findling area, getting in on some thunderstorm activity as well. So same scenario here in Taylor County. As this line pushes through, we'll put a motion on the radar here. As this line pushes through Taylor County, again, same scenario, 45, 50 miles an hour wind gust. As this line pushes through, put a pause on the radar. We're going to continue to progress to the north. Marion County, from Findlay to Newmarket up to the Lebanon area. Right here in this area, that's the secondary line that's moving through. Again, wind gust probably 40 miles an hour with that. But the main line that's going to produce some wind gusts is going to be in eastern Marion County from Bradfordsville in that specific area there. We're going to progress to the north just a little bit more. We'll talk about everything that's going on here. Washington County, Springfield, secondary line right here. Getting ready to move through Springfield all the way up to Chaplin. Nelson County's in the clear. These storms have moved through Nelson County. And then here on the eastern part of Washington County, again, strong thunderstorms continuing there as well. Then we move up here into the Georgetown, Lawrenceburg, Franklin area. Again, same scenario. Got two areas of thunderstorm activity. Winds 45, 50 miles an hour easily with this storm, this line of storms. So anybody past this, anybody that's to the west of this line, so your Bowling Green, Scottsville, Glasgow, Munfordville, E-Town, Hodgenville, Bardstown, those areas, severe weather threat is over. Things should calm down relatively quickly. But we're going to continue to track this storm as it progresses through Adair County. Let me figure out which radar site's probably going to be better for this. Probably Louisville. So we're going to continue to track this line here. Again, this is not any type of severe thunderstorm activity, but it's probably pretty close. This line of storms definitely producing a lot of wind. I see Air's reporting into Nansburg, just blew through there, knocked power out for a second, then threw something against a cabin. So definitely, I've seen a couple reports of those. Got a report from Julie here in Ebenezer as that storm just pushed through Ebenezer here in Greene County. Looked like there's a big tree down in the Ebenezer community. Annette is reporting the winds were bad at Green River Lake. Again, we talked about that just a second ago. Casey County's next. Maggie, Casey County is next. So we'll zoom out here just a little bit. Adair and Casey County are the next two counties here that this line's going to getting ready to move through. And that's going to push all the way down to Burkesville's way as well, down into Clinton County. Looking through the comments here, seeing if there's anything I need to report on. I'm not ignoring anybody. Just wanting to see if there's any reports that I need to throw out there. Yes, Danielle, storms are almost out of Campbellsville. Stacy, yes, Monticello. This line will push through Monticello as well. Yeah, scrolling through the comments, just looking to see if there's anything I need to be reporting on. Okay, I seen somebody ask a question about did I think there's a chance that we could have some black ice in the morning. These temperatures are going to drop tonight to a low of 29. So there's a chance we could see some black ice, but probably not a high likelihood. We've been very, very warm today, so probably will take a lot for that to refreeze on the roadways or anything like that. I've seen a couple comments asking about that. Getting reports of some bad winds in Findlay. Okay, so looks like for the majority here, Greene County's in the clear, with the only exception being down here in the Bramlett community, right there along the Greene-Adair County line, right here in this little area of Greene County. But it's definitely going to be picking up in Adair County, so the Gradyville community, Weed, Portland, Keltner, all the way up to Cane Valley, Coburg specifically, Green River Lake State Park, right there around the Adair Taylor County line. Looks like Campbellsville is almost in the clear. You see the strongest part of this line is right around this area here to be on the eastern side of Taylor County. But South Campbellsville still getting in on a little bit of strong thunderstorm activity. But the majority of this storm has moved to the east of Campbellsville. But the eastern side of Taylor County is still getting rocked pretty good by this strong thunderstorm activity. So your Elkhorn, Acton, Mansville communities are the main communities impacted here by the strong thunderstorm activity, along with areas right along the Adair-Taylor County line and the Taylor-Casey County line. Marion County's pretty much in the clear here, with the exception of eastern Marion County over here near Bradfordsville, and then just to the north of Lebanon up to Springfield. Those are the only two areas that I see that is impacted in Marion County. Outside of that, Marion County should be in the clear. Washington County, the central part of Washington County, central and eastern part, all the way up from Springfield up to Willisburg. 45, 50-mile-an-hour winds there in Washington County. And this is moving. I'll show you guys. We put the radar into motion here again. This is moving straight to the east at a pretty good clip. So this is not going to last very long. This is moving to the east at 45 miles an hour. So like I said, it is moving at a pretty good clip. Elijah, I just seen your comment. If you don't like listening to what I'm saying, you can close it out. It's not that hard. Appreciate you. Thanks, Heather. Appreciate you. Laura is reporting Noblick, sorry, not Noblet. Noblick in Metcalfe County is out of power, out of electricity. Renita is reporting lights flickering in Gradyville. So as this line progresses through, again, you definitely could see some power, some isolated power outages, and you could definitely see some of the power flickering in some areas. Joyce is reporting heavy rain and wind on Hutchinson Lane on Lloyd Road in Columbia. So again, Columbia is going to be jumping in on this action. The western part of Adair County is already jumping in. And this is the area that has the best chance to see those winds potentially up to 50 miles an hour. This line, let me actually switch. Columbia might be a little bit closer. Adair County might be a little bit closer. No, it's probably still going to be Louisville. You start getting in here into the Lake Cumberland area. You can kind of flip back and forth between Louisville and Nashville for better views of the storm. Columbia is just kind of 50-50. Columbia, Adair County. You could flip between Nashville and Louisville on that. But in this instance tonight, probably National Weather Service or the Louisville radar site would be a better view of this storm. So right here where I draw this black line here in Adair County, the strongest part of those winds is moving through central Adair County. So the Absher community, Columbia. If you're in Columbia, you're really getting in on that wind activity now, all the way down to Flatwood, Sparksville, Weed, Nail, Gradyville. They're in Adair County. We're going to go down to the south just a little bit. We will switch to the Nashville radar for areas just to the south of that. So your Edmonton area, all the way south, southern Metcalfe County. So from Summershade up to Edmonton, definitely some strong thunderstorm activity ongoing there. And then all the way down here in Monroe County, moving through Tompkinsville now. So if you're in Monroe County, get 45, 50 miles an hour on the wind, moving through Monroe County. This will be moving through Burkesville momentarily. It's just to your west. Then we still have this, I'm going to highlight it here. It's a little hard to see. We still have this flood advisory in effect here. Let me get this pulled up here from the National Weather Service again, where I get you guys the official statement. So this is for Allen, Barron, Edmondson, Hart, Logan, Monroe, Simpson, and Warren County. This is still 10:15 Central Time. So the National Weather Service is stating that minor flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly in this area that you see highlighted here in black. So some of the locations in this area include Bowling Green, Glasgow, Scottsville, Plum Springs, Mount Victor, Memphis Junction, Franklin, K-City, Smiths Grove, and Park City. So this is mainly just for poor drainage areas and flood-prone areas. That's mainly what this is for, where we've seen between 1 to 2 inches of rain here over the last couple hours. This is the area that has the best potential to see some isolated flooding in those poor drainage. flood prone areas. You guys that live in this area, you'll know where that's at. So just use a little extra caution as you're out. If you're driving in this area, specifically in those flood prone areas, poor drainage areas, just use a little extra caution. Again, the main story that we're tracking right now is this line of strong thunderstorm activity that extends down into Tennessee, and this goes all the way up towards Cincinnati. But here in the central Kentucky area, from Tompkinsville down to Metcalfe County, all the way through Adair, eastern Taylor, getting ready to move into western Casey County, all the way up into eastern Marion, all the way up to Harrodsburg. Danville, it's just to your west. We'll be moving through Danville here relatively shortly as well. Brady is reporting that there's debris in the road right before the bridge on 70 to 76. Heather's still reporting high winds on 55 by the lake. So that's going to be in Adair County there. So right up here is the lake area in Adair County, somewhere in this vicinity. Here, let me fix something real quick. We got a guy in the chat that I'm not going to tolerate anymore. Go ahead and take care of that, so that way we don't have to worry about any disrespectfulness in the comment section anymore. Thank you, Victoria. Lights flickering. And the house shaking at her location. Yeah, thank you guys for calling that guy out. He got blocked. Not going to tolerate disrespectfulness for no reason. Nicole's reporting the power out in Acton. So that's in Taylor County. So reports of power outages in Taylor County as this line has progressed through. Megan says trash cans completely gone. Lindsay is reporting no electricity on Old Columbia Road in Camsville. So there's 2 reports of no power in Taylor County now. Getting reports of the wind starting to pick up in Casey County as to be expected, as this line is progressing into Casey County here as well. I'll zoom out just a little bit. We'll put this radar into motion. That way we can kind of see how this line is moving. Again, this line is moving at 45 miles an hour to the east. Yes, Megan, Marion County is in the clear. Marion County is in the clear. Brianna's reporting no electric in Holmes Bend. Power out in Mansville. So getting several reports of power outages now. They're in Taylor County. Yes, this line's still producing winds 45. I'd say 40 to 50 miles an hour. This line has definitely lost a little bit of its punch compared to what it was just a few minutes ago. But this anywhere along this line can definitely see winds between 40 to 45 miles an hour. Okay. I don't see any more reports that I need to look at. So I'm just looking at the comment section up here to see if there's anybody that's reporting. Again, getting a lot of reports out of Columbia now, those strong winds. So we'll do a little bit of a zoom in here on Columbia. And pretty much the whole county, if you're in Adair County, you're experiencing those winds between 40 to 45, maybe even up to 50 miles an hour. Let me see if we have any new updates from the Kentucky Mesonet. We did receive a 64 mile an hour wind gust in from the Marion County Mesonet. This is 8 miles to the northwest of Lebanon. So I don't know what time that wind gust was, but that's pretty impressive. 64 mile an hour wind gust as this line progressed through Marion County just a short time ago. So that tells you that this line has definitely been packing a punch. You could probably argue that a severe thunderstorm warning may have been needed at times, but regardless, we know that this line's packing a little bit of a punch as it moves through. So that would, with that wind gust coming out of Marion County, if you're in the Danville Junction City area, you can definitely expect winds probably up to 50 miles an hour specifically there in the Danville Junction City area. As far as in the clear, yeah, Metcalfe County's in the clear with the exception of this little area right here in Metcalfe County, right there on the Adair County line, right around the breeding area. That's the only area in Metcalfe County. The rest of Metcalfe County is in the clear. Greene County is in the clear. Taylor County is in the clear. With the exception of anywhere in Taylor County that lives right along the Taylor Casey County line. That's the only area that has the best chance for some thunderstorm activity. Marion County's in the clear. Washington, Nelson, Hardin, LaRue, Hart, Barron, anybody that's right along this line, anybody that's right over here, you're in the clear. So it's just right along this line is the only area that has the potential for those winds between 40 to 50 miles an hour. It's got a report on Keltner Road behind OK Country Cooking by my good friend Mr. Hagan. No electricity there. So we've got numerous reports coming in now of areas without electricity. So just use a little patience with the electrical companies. They'll be out trying to get things fixed. And they definitely work hard. My dad, he worked not for the electrical company, but he worked for the water company for 23 years. So I know how it is when those utilities go out. He also goes out, they also go out, and they work until it's fixed. So you guys keep them in your thoughts and prayers. They'll be out throughout the night getting power restored to areas that lost it as this line has progressed through. So I'm getting numerous reports now of power outages. So Debbie's reporting no power around the Casey Taylor County line. Electricity out near Trinity Church. Spurlington Road and Taylor County out. So numerous reports coming out of Taylor and Adair County of power outages. Let me see if there's a tracker on that real quick. Yeah, I hadn't updated just yet. So I'm sure this map, I'll watch this map to see if it updates. Yeah, I'm getting numerous reports now of power outages. There's one from Metcalfe County, so I haven't seen any power outages out of Metcalfe County yet. Maybe one power out at Noblick in Metcalfe County. Yeah, you're a little late there, Ariel. Let's see here. Got trees down. Highway 76 between Wilson Hill and Baker's Branch. Seen several reports of trees down in area roadways. Again, the strongest part of this line continues to be basically from Casey County all the way down to the Burkesville area, down to the Dale Hollow Lake area. So down here in the Monroe County area, just to the east of Tompkinsville. It's going to go all the way up just to the west of Burkesville. This area right here. Winds between 40 to 50 miles an hour. And brief heavy rainfall as well. And we'll go back to the Louisville radar site here for areas here in Adair County. Again, central and eastern Adair County still under the gun here for strong thunderstorm activity. So your Sparksville, Flatwood, Joppa, Columbia, Ella, Neatsville here in Adair County, winds between 40 to 50 miles an hour. Then we go to the north here in Liberty, Casey County. This is just moving into the western part of Casey County. All the way up to the northern part. This is getting ready to move through Liberty. Probably looking at winds closer to 40 miles an hour. That line's definitely weakened here in this area. But still, nonetheless, still strong thunderstorm activity ongoing. Then we go to the north, Junction City, Danville, all the way up to Nicholasville. You could definitely get ready to move into Lexington as well. So anywhere along this line right here in north central Kentucky, winds between 45 to 50 miles an hour likely. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end live coverage now. Again, I just want to jump in here and give you guys a quick update with this line moving through central Kentucky. This entire line, there's no severe weather. There's nothing warned. But this line is just below severe limits in a couple locations, specifically down here in the Columbia, Monroe, Burkesville area. But nonetheless, you can expect winds between 40 to 50 miles an hour in those in that location. But we'll put this radar into motion. You guys can see the line slowly pushing through central Kentucky. This line's moving to the east at about 45 miles an hour. I guess I shouldn't say slowly, but it's definitely moving to the east at a pretty good little clip, 45 miles an hour. Once this line moves through your area, severe weather threat is over, thunderstorm threat is over. We will continue to see some ongoing rain showers throughout the night, but as that cold front pushes through, temperatures are going to drop, low of 28 tonight. I know a couple people was asking about the potential for some slick roadways tomorrow morning with that temperature dropping. Not expecting anything wild. There could be a couple areas of black ice, especially along bridges and overpasses, but overall not expecting any travel impacts tomorrow morning. We could also see some snow shower activity tomorrow as well. Not expected to see any type of accumulation or anything like that. The high tomorrow, 38 degrees. We warm up beautifully on Saturday to 55. So, but again, as this line progresses through, expect winds 40 to 50 miles an hour as this line progresses through your location. But once it moves through, strong storm threat is over. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate your support as always. I'll keep an eye on things. If there's anything else that needs to be published this evening, I'll definitely get that out to you guys. But